Do you dream of having one of those perfectly organized, Instagrammable spice cabinets? Well, if so, stay tuned. We're going to make it happen. Hey everyone, it's Cary from Cary Organizing, and today we're going to make over a spice cabinet. I'm super excited about this video today because I've been wanting to shoot it for quite a while. I taught you how to organize spices in this video, and I love how my own cabinet turned out because I was using all those principles that you need to apply when you're organizing a cabinet. I was maximizing that vertical storage space by using a two-tier turntable on both shelves. I was zoning my spices so I knew what spice was where. I was also using that frequency of use principle, so whatever you're using most often, you put it up front and center. So it was working perfectly, and it is organized beautifully, but what is not missing is beauty. The problem with spices is that they come in all different shapes and sizes. There's different type tops, there's different color labels, there's different size jars. It's hard to make it look consistent and beautiful, but when you decant, it totally changes the playing field and it makes it look great. So we have some options behind me. I'll walk you through them now, and we're gonna see what works in my cabinet, decant, and get ready for making my spice cabinet look fabulous. Okay, here are my two options for decanting spices. When I started this project, I went out and got these jars. I thought they would work out perfectly with the stainless steel tops because it would match my stainless steel turntables and complement all the stainless steel accents I have in my kitchen, with the microwave and stove being right there, the refrigerator, the dishwasher, and all that. But there were two problems with these jars. First of all, I have read that the jars are sometimes hard to close, and you need to keep your spices fresh, and you need to have a good seal. And secondly, I could not find larger jars with silver lids that I liked. The only ones that I could find were mason jars, and they just seemed too big to sit on that little turntable. So I continued to research and came across this set of jars, which I am really excited about. I love their beautiful, clean glass jars, and they have this bamboo lid that seals really tightly, so I think that's going to be great for keeping the spices fresh. Second thing I love about it is that the mouths of these jars are really wide, so you can actually get in there with a measuring spoon to measure out your spices. That's always a challenge with spice jars. And third, they come in larger sizes, so I got a whole set here of larger jars that I can use for the spices I use all the time, like my oregano and basil and cumin and all those salts and peppers. So I think this is going to work out great. So we're going to try out both, see what works best, and get my cabinet organized. Here we go. All right, let's see how these jars fit on this turntable. So we'll get our spices off and start loading on the different options. "33 spice jars. So that's quite a lot. However, it's only small jars up at top, and I really want to have some larger jars for the spices I use all the time. So let's see what those look like. All right, here we go. So that looks pretty nice. I think I will figure out which spices need to go here, so we'll know how many spice jars we actually need. For my big spice jar, I want my salt, and another one for my pepper, another one for the cumin, another one for the oregano, another one for the basil, another one for the cinnamon. And then over here, I also have a big jar of kosher salt. And then my favorite, the Tony Chacher, gets the big one. So that about covers our big spices, which means I only have a few here that are smaller. So we have rosemary, thyme, marjoram, So here we have, I'm going to set up our spices so we can see how they work. Okay, I have lined up my spices by use. The first row are the ones I use all the time. The ones in the second row are ones that are nice to have and I use on occasion. And this last row are the ones that are most important to me. They're the larger jarred spices that I use all the time. So I want those to go in the upper tier of this 2-tier turntable right here. So now let's see how the bamboo lidded jars fit on this turntable. Okay, it's a little tight, but it could work. Maybe I'll take one off and put that lesser used, never used 5 Chinese spice in another section with the rubs. And then I will have room on here for 13. Oh, hold on a second. This is perfect. There's actually 14 jars there. So 9 on the outside, 5 in the middle, 14. And then at the top here we have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So this should actually work perfectly for my spices. How's that for a cliffhanger? In the next video, we will decant our spices, we'll label our spice jars, I'll show you some other labeling options, and then we'll also get the big reveal of my spice cabinet made over. I am so excited about that. I hope you have learned in this video the process that you should go through when considering making over your own spice cabinet and all those factors you need to take into consideration. I also hope you've enjoyed this video, and if so, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and while you're there, click on that bell icon so you can be notified when I release my next organizing video. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, this is Cary Prince wishing you, from my home to yours, a very happy, organized day.